Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Hamilton. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hamilton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Hamilton. Breaks into the open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out. You recover it, a forced turnover.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Dropping back, it's Carr. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have to be changing the route. Powers forward. And he takes it.
together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To throw, it's Flagway. Fakes to grab. Breaks the tackle and he's got room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. On target. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Gators in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Fires to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gators! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Price. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
To the air, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Steps away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Drive and snap it from the 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he's got a chance. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Sets up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ball. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Finds his tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Lagway. Caught near the sticks. It's Barber. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his man. It's Wilson. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
He'll try it again. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. That's caught. It's Messer. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking downfield. It's Carr. Catch in the middle. It's Messer. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Wilson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hamilton. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This quarterback part of their running game. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the catch. Oh, they knock it free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose on the left. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw. Here's a hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys.
Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. He's got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll go to the air. Under fire. Touchdown, Irish! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
It's complete to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's caught downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sidelines to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Price. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Wilson. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Pocket breaking down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hawkins. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Florida. They move on top here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Motion from the back. Slams it ahead. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. And fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Looks as if we have it to keep this drive moving on third and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Messer. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late. Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Price. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Price. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
That keeps the score. Florida 28, Notre Dame 27.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. All wideouts, no backs. On the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed near the marker, it's Wilson. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Try to get it to the edge. Nice move to pick up yardage. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.